officials of this match. First referee, Mr. Patrick Alan Castillo. Second referee, Mr. Fernando Velarde. Now let's call in the starting lineup. First, for the Capital1 Solar Spikers. Let's start with our team captain at number 3, Jorel Singh. Jersey number 5, Lourdes Clemente. At number 10, Iris Tolenada. Jersey number 16, Oriel Ipa. At number 22, Leila Cruz. Number 23, guest player from Russia, Marina Tushova. Starting libero is number 19, Roma Doroma, with her head coach, Mr. Roger Gorayev. Now presenting the Nxled Chameleons. Let's start with their team captain, number 18, Janelle Maragino. Wearing jersey number 2, Laika Ebon. At number 3, Joanna Maragino. Jersey number 9, Kiara Permentilia. Wearing jersey number 21, guest player from USA, Megan Hart. At 22, Anne Esguera. Starting libero is number 1, Sheila Pineda. Head coach is Mr. Chen Gang. This match is under the regulations and supervision of the Games and Amusements Board.
Take a look at the starting lineup of the Solar Spikers, Coach Roger Gorayev, with practically the same 6 from that 4-set win against Zeus Coffee Thunderbells. Meanwhile, also no change, it seems. A little bit of a change. Laika Ebon is in the starting lineup for Coach Chen Gang as he tries to get their first win in 5 games. Marina Tushova, what are you expecting today, Phil, from this super reinforcement?
More points, lots of points from her. But, you know, today's game 1 was, 5 sets, and then game 2, 4 sets. The bottom teams are trying to really challenge the top teams.
It's sort of a fresh start for
round
the
2.
teams that have struggled, so they really want to get wins before it is all over. And Megan Hart, we are focusing on her defense, but right away she makes us feel her offense.
It was a good receive, so Jaja, of course, will go right ahead to set Megan Hart kasi nasa harap, so take advantage.
Megan Hart coming off a 7-point performance. In fact, she's only scored in double digits once. That was in their very first game against the High Risers. Des Clemente with a hit picked up by Joe Maraginot. Jaja Maraginot to Permentilia knocks it in. Let's check in with Lexi Rodriguez.
And Phil, the excitement of this PVL conference continues to unfold. As you guys mentioned in the pregame, the disruptor Clemente continued to emerge as the star at the net during the first round. I actually spoke with her earlier, and Des shared with me that her mantra ever since she started playing in the pros is that the long wait is finally over. After a long wait, she's doing what she does best, and her motivation is driven by that anticipation, and it shows in every play. She told me, ngayon talaga gusto ko lang to make the most of every opportunity. Bawat puntos ko is a step forward for the team, and she's here to prove that she's got what it takes to be disruptive. Now, to keep up with Clemente and all the intense action this season, don't forget to catch every match on the Pilipinas Live app for just 149 pesos a month. You can experience every game and every story wherever you are, and that is for Filipinos everywhere as well. Now, back to you, Eric and Phil.
All right, thank you, Lexi. Tushova from the back row. This is a long rally.
Yes.
Permentilia picked up by Doromal, but there's a net touch going to be called against Clemente.
Capital1 net touch, but that was a good rally.
Yeah. And going back to that report by Lexi, I mean, Des Clemente making the most, right?
Yeah, I'm so happy for her, for the longest time, She was there, but she didn't get playing time, but now she's an emerging star for the Capital1 Solar Spikers.
Under Coach Roger Gorayev, and you've played for Coach Roger for quite a while, right? I mean, how is it to play under famed Coach Roger Gorayev?
Okay naman. Okay naman.
In just 3 words, you've summed it up. Okay naman,
Okay
as
naman.
Jarrell Singh knocks it in.
Yes, team captain Jarrell Singh, you know, she really has power in her spikes. Alam mo na, basta block din talaga to si Jarrell Singh. Ever since college din siya, player din siya ni Coach Roger. So, I'm sure she's the team captain kasi Coach Roger also trusts
For
her
Solar Spikers,
as
team
a
captain.
spiker and team captain.
28-year-old Jarrell Singh from Jaja to Jo. That was dug by Jorel to Shova.
Wow.
Got it.
That was an out-of-system spike. Actually, ang taas nung set, ha? The blockers of Nxled could have just stand there in abangan, but, you know, Tushova just spiking it in the hands of Megan Hart, the #1 blocker right now, challenging her.
Number 1 scorer versus the
Number
number
1 blocker. So ito ba yung gusto ko makita today eh. Kasi nga #1 scorer versus the blocker din.
And right there, Megan Hart again attacking. That's point
Yeah.
number 2.
2 points for
Hart.
her.
There's Coach Roger
Coach Roger.
Garayeb.
And Coach Clint also,
That's
his
right.
assistant coach.
Everywhere he goes,
I
he
know,
has
yes.
Clint Palazzo right beside him.
Hart.
In fact, they've been together for so long, they sound alike. Right?
Yeah.
You hear Coach Clint talk, and it's like you're hearing Coach Roger Garayeb talking as well.
Actually, si Coach Clint, naalala ko, siya yung nagpapahirap sa amin. Siya yung nagwa-one-man sa amin eh. So, thankful din ako sa mga pahirap niya.
There's Iris Tolenana, who has really come up big for
Yes.
the Solar Spikers. She didn't see a lot of playing time under the now defunct F2.
You know, I saw her Instagram post recently and she just shared her story about her being on a bench and playing in South Korea and everything, and now she's having the time of her life.
I mean, it really gave her a lot of confidence after that stint in Korea, and now she's playing better than ever.
Yes,
Shova,
agreed.
knock it in. This is a spike of the set brought to you by Duncan, pasalubong ng bayan.
You know, that's her favorite spot, that zone style. It's just, you know, pwede mo nang abangan, pero ang lakas talaga eh.
Let's see if some adjustments are going to be made here. As you see Ebon with the attack. If the defense will adjust. Nice block by Esquera to Shova. And that angle again. There is Bang Pineda for the pickup. Jo Maraginot down the line. Singh keeping it alive to Shova. Will try to get it over, and she is
over.
successful. Oh, overpass. Saved by Tushova all the way from the end of the court.
Yeah!
Jorel Singh in the midst of the scramble.
Wow.
Chameleons unable to pick it up.
Can I just say, Tushova ran 10 meters in like 1 second. Singh chased the ball and, you know, Tushova there. Singh chasing the ball and Tushova just saving it over received by Bang Pineda. But, you know, that's why she's #1 right now. Everybody adores Marina Tushova right now with her skill level.
She doesn't even look tired.
I know.
Singh picking it up. Tolenada to the middle. There's Ipak with a hit. Both teams playing tremendous floor defense. Tushova again.
Ibabaw. Did you see that? You know, now Megan Hart is at the back in the bench. Of course, Tushova will have all the blockers here. Makita mo. Ganda.
Tushova, only 6'1". She's not actually the tallest reinforcement. And yet, she towers above the defense every single time she goes up. Jo Maraginot. That is again dug by Singh. Ipak once again.
Great defense from Capital 1. And Iris giving it to Ipak with a quick set.
And a 5-0 run for the Solar Spikers, taking us to our first technical timeout. Capital 1 up by 4 against Nxled. Back inside the Phil Sports Arena, final game of your triple header. It is the Chameleons against the Solar Spikers. There is Mandy Romero and her friends.
Yeah, one of the owners of the Capital1 Solar Spikers.
Their family were able to beat 3 other bidders for the F2 franchise,
And the forward
which they transformed into Capital1 right now.
For the serve.
Good standing, 3-2 after the first round. Ebon attacking as we return after the first technical timeout, and Ebon will score. That's going to be point number 1.
I think that was outside.
Yeah, it was outside.
It was outside.
So the run continues. This is now 6 straight points for the Solar Spikers. Clemente picked up by Permentilla.
Oh, nice
Joe
set.
Maraginot.
That was a good set. Single block. Single blocker for Joe Maraginot. Sister connection. I saw in an interview of their mom that she's happy that the sisters are playing together. Yes. Sana makalaro ko rin yung sister ko. Pero basketball. Or siya mag-volleyball.
I think you'd be a good basketball player.
I actually started in basketball.
See, that's what I'm saying. There's a nice push. Noria Lipak, very effective today as an offensive player.
I know, she's been scoring 100% pa right now.
Julia Ipak, 27, out of VLSU. She's played for at least 4 teams here in the PVL. This is her 5th pro team. Iris Tolenada. Good pass from Jaja to Joe. Again. That push is short for Julia Ipak.
Yeah, but good risk for Iris to give it to Ipak again. But I thought she was going to give it to Marina.
There's Coach Roger Gurayab.
Coach Roger.
Always good to see Coach Roger.
Joe
Maraginot coming off a 9-point performance. She also had 13 receptions in that loss against the Cool Smashers. Nice hit by Leila Cruz. Back row for Maraginot. The push is good.
Great eye for Joe Maraginot. She saw that hole. Iris was naka-atras in that defense and just a simple drop in the middle for Joe. There was no one there for Iris. Iris was actually nakaabang sa hard spike ni Joe.
Joe Maraginot displaying that creativity that made her so good back when she was with Ateneo. The UAAP underhand pass coming from Tolenada. Cruz will send it wide.
Yes.
Ball is out.
2 straight points.
Chameleons making a run here. It's a 2-point game. Shova with a short pass. Tolenada back to Marina. Oh, what a cut shot.
What a cut shot. You know, she received the ball. It was kind of a misreceive, but she was able to find a way to make that point. And you know, ang hirap mag-cut shot sa angle na yan. And malayo pa sa net.
Fell right within the attack zone for Marina Shova. That's her 4th point. She has 4 of the 11 points of the Solar Spikers, but that serve is into the net.
For Nxled.
So it's still a 2-point game. Anis Guerra, former Lady Chief. Tushova, back row.
Oh, nice dig.
Yeah, coming from Ebon, also from Doromal.
Net.
Too much momentum for Jorel Singh. She slammed into the net. So it's a 1-point game now.
Ang bilis, But I feel like this set is gonna be a good game. Everyone's all hyped up.
Yep.
And maganda ginagalaw ng lahat.
Biggest lead was 5 points for the Solar Spikers. Now it's down to 1. That's how good the run has been here for the Chameleons. Leila Cruz. Such a lethal lineup here for Coach Gurayab. I mean, you got Shova, you got Cruz, Ipak in the middle, and you even have Des Clemente. I mean, so many attackers can hurt you if you're the Chameleons.
And that's what's good about and what's working with Capital1 right now, because even the middle blockers are confident that Iris will give them the ball. Kaya pasok lang din sila ng pasok.
Ipak, not a good pass there from Maraginot. Permentilla. That was an off-system play, but she still got it.
Yeah, that's her second point in this set. And you know, she was off the bench before, but now she's one of the go-to players of the Nxled Chameleons.
Twice, that thrice already. Reinforced conference, Preliminaries scored in double digits. Great pass by Tushova. Cruz going down the line. There's an up by Jervina. Ebon. Olenada goes to Singh. Oh, Jervina once again, another great dig. Permentilla attacking, off-speed hit. Singh picks it up. Tushova, back row. Jervina, third straight dig in a row. There's Doromal picking it up. Singh. And Tushova back row. Picked up by Jo Maraginot. Jaja Maraginot. Laika Ebon. Yes!
You know what I noticed with Nxled Chameleon? Magaling din sila pag mga rally points. They usually win it. Pag mga transition or rally.
And they've got such tenacious floor defense.
Yes.
Which is why they've erased that 5-point deficit. Now tied at 12.
As I mentioned earlier, si Jaja Maraginot also helps in the service line.
This is a 3-point run now, Phil, for the Nxled Chameleons. She had 2 aces in their loss against the Cool Smashers. Already has 1 today. Jaja Maraginot. Singh is blocked.
Of course, she went against Megan Hart, the #1 blocker. What do you expect?
She didn't see the pregame.
Yes. Tapat. Wala, no way to go.
Down by 2 points. Ang dami nating nasayang. Sa error lang napunta. Make sure you play more aggressively and stop committing errors. Basic errors eh. Hanap ng butas, Jo. Lamang naman tayo dyan eh. Huwag natin siya bigyan ng pagkakataon makarecover.
Capital!
Coach Goreyev burning a timeout because they are facing their biggest deficit. It's only 2 points, but
yeah,
you're looking at it from the point of view of we led by 5.
Yes.
And now we're down by 2.
Nahabol. And yun nga, basic errors. Service error, miscommunication sa defense, net touch. So, it adds up. Kaya, nakahabol talaga si Nxled.
Captain Maragini.
Another good pass by Tushova. And Desclemente with the tip. Jaja Maraginot picking it up. Permentilla off the block. Ebon. Off-speed hit. Leila Cruz pops it up. And push by Clemente. Another long rally in the making. Permentilla down the line to Shova with a one-handed dig. 2 players collide from Solar Spikers. Jervina to Jaja Maraginot. They go to Megan Hart. Ebon hits, picked up by Tolenada. So that's set from Tushova to Singh. Goes into the net. Another error, Phil, for the Solar Spikers.
You know, nung timeout, remind siya ni Coach Roger hanap ng butas. I guess, you know, she was trying to go to down the line. And it was actually a miss set na. Or off-system set.
Now the biggest lead for Jaja Maraginot and the Chameleons. They're up by 3, 15-12. Again, after trailing by 5 points. What a run here for the black and green. Laika Ebon gets a freebie and she says, thank you very much.
Wow, lamang na.
Lamang na lamang, up by 4. Chameleons against the Solar Spikers, set number 1.
16-12.
Gilas Pilipinas continues its journey in the second window of the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers this November. Watch the games live at the Mall of Asia Arena. Get your tickets from smtickets.com. Hashtag Laban Pilipinas. And right now, Laban Chameleons. That's what's going on here. Megan Hart and the Black Shirts are up by 4. Their biggest lead against the Solar Spikers after Jorel Singh. And the Yellow Shirts led by 5 early.
Back at the service zone. Nxled team captain.
Now let's see if the technical timeout pauses the momentum of the Chameleons. Singh down the line, got it.
Yes, and I was saying I would go to the smaller blocker and, not to the number 1 blocker. And yun nga sabi ni Coach Roger, hanap ng paraan. And naman Singh can also have variations in her spikes.
That was a narrow window for Singh, but she still found the opening. Meantime, Leila Cruz,
at the service zone for
the second
Capital
overall
1.
pick in the 2024 draft. Jaja Maraginot to Laika Ebon. Cross court. Oh, Ebon very productive here in the opening set.
Yes, nobody was there for the defense of the Capital 1 Solar Spikers. I guess Iris wasn't able to move back in the right position to get that really good angle spike from Ebon.
Such a hot start here for the Chameleons. That serve is going to be out for Chiara Bermudilla.
Service out.
Chen Gang, the head coach of the Chameleons.
Serving for the Solar Spikers.
Former head coach
team captain,
of the
Jorel
Bayi
Singh.
Youth men's team in China. Jaja to Joe. Down the line. That's gone.
Down the line hit.
If you noticed, Eric, kanina pa pumupunta sa down the line actually, si Joe Maragino. It has been effective attack for her.
Effective. In fact, she has 4 points already. Chameleons. In time, 25-year-old Megan Hart out of Illinois.
That's their second. They have to take care of their lead kasi nga, Capital 1 right now, Marina is in front also.
3-point game. It's not a safe lead if you're the Chameleons. Gotta take care of the errors. But they're fortunate because
Sinagot din ni Clemente.
the Solar Spikers continue to give up 3 points here in the opening set.
Nakita ko galit si Coach Roger doon.
Oh, for sure.
Laika Ebon. Serving for Chameleons.
Oh!
Wow, this is the
Yes.
3rd straight, Phil.
Nagsasagutan sila ng service errors.
Coach Gang, can't really tell from his looks if he's upset or not.
Yeah.
Iris Solenada for the serve.
Tolenada gets it in. Not a good pass. So it ends up in an off-system play there for Laika Ebon. Tolenada picks it up. There's a nice push from Ipak and kept alive by Bang Pineda and Esguerra. Tushova with the dig. That hit is going to be long.
Outside.
Yep.
Ball is out.
Sid Niegos in the game for the first time.
20,
And a little cold off the bench,
16.
Phil.
But great defense from the Chameleons.
There's a little smile from Coach Roger. What does it mean when he smiles like that? His team is down by 4.
Ay, hindi siya makapaniwala na outside.
Tushova and Jervina keeping it alive. Almost miscommunication there from the Maraginots.
Yes, munti ka na sila magkabanggaan. At nag-hesitate si Jaja Maraginot to set that ball.
That hesitation cost them a point.
Nxled
And a
Chameleons.
timeout here by Coach Chen Gang, who will listen in to the Chameleons.
连续失误，第一个失误，第二个发过去，不要连续失误。
Do not exceed when we commit errors, let's try to cut it immediately.
扣球时候也注意，球不好了以后，处理好，搓心。
Let's try to build up on defense.
Yes. 心情狠一点，告诉你，笑，慢点。I like what you said. I like what you said. Keep it simple. Slow. And go. Let's go. Let's go.
And assistant coach Babes Castillo right there on the left side of head coach Chen Gang.
Yeah, kasi nga, tuloy-tuloy yung errors nila. Dalawang service error and then now outside spike. So he's reminding the team na keep it low or cut it agad.
I'm sure that's what Coach Gorayev also saying to the Solar Spikers. Both teams very error prone
Serving for Capital
in the
1.
last
Guest player
8 minutes
Shova.
or so.
And
Speaking of,
that's their third service error in the
Service
line.
out.
after a very exciting, intense, and action-packed this middle of set number 1, it's kind of slowed down because of the errors
Yes.
late here in the first set.
And
Nakakawala ng
at
momentum.
the service zone for Nxled.
Good pass by Doromal. Tolinada sends it back to Ipak. Ipak pushes. Nice hit by Deacon Hart. Doromal diving, but it is not enough to keep it alive.
Hard from
Wow,
the
I
middle.
felt that dive.
Felt that
22
thud.
Yeah, narinig ko yung thud nga eh. She sacrificed her body to just chase that ball. But, great activation by Megan Hart there in the middle.
I'm sure you've gone through several bumps and bruises as well during your time in
Yes.
college and in the pros.
I know.
Service. Esquer.
Masyado madami.
Shova passes. Passing has been good for the Solar Spikers. They finally convert.
Down the line.
Smart move for Singh going through Jaja Marginot, who is a smaller blocker for her. Although na touch, but there was no one defending down the line.
That's 4 for Singh.
Serving.
And I stand corrected. It is like a Ebon with 4. Only 2 points so far for Jo Maraginot. Permentilla, right down the middle.
Permentilla.
Single block, I think, for
Through the
Permentilla.
block.
That's point number 3.
23.
Chiara Permentilla, the former Lady Taco.
Yeah. Great setting for Jaja Marginot. And last game din na-notice ko na naiiwan din talaga yung mga blockers ng kalaban nila with her setting.
Team captain John Maraginot serving.
She's set in double
Service
digits 3 times already. Jaja Maraginot, but another service fault. And I'm sure deep down inside, Coach Gang is not a happy man.
Right now,
Serving
Nxled
for
Chameleons
Solar
has 5
Spikers.
service errors. That's too much.
Niegos.
But they still lead by 4. Somehow, Ebon. A big bite to Shova. Singh against a double block. Off
Check
the block,
out.
it hit the antenna, so that's a
Singh
side out
off the
for
block.
Singh and company.
Smart move kasi alam mo malaki yung blocker niya, so swipe off the block
Timeout.
for Singh.
Nxled. Chameleons.
3-point game. Timeout again for the Chameleons.
Jaja block. Defense. Yeah, defense. Okay. Spike. Okay. Block. Okay. Short. Okay. Now you go one ball. Okay. On the ball. On the ball. Okay. Okay.
John, nasa likod na si Jaja. So pwede ganun. Pagbusog si Jaja nasa. Pwede ganun.
Everybody's doing good. Let's go.
That is the last timeout for Coach Gang. As you look at Taka Minoa of the Chargers, who went through a 5-setter.
Yes.
That was a
but
win, but there was a
still
ringer.
undefeated.
Yeah.
Akari Chargers.
Lucille Almonte,
20 to 23
Rich
is the
Mocaslang.
score. Serving. Niegos.
3-point game. Solar Spikers on a 2-point run. Nice touch there by Ebon, but Clemente sends it back. Ebon tries again. Knocks it off the block and scores.
Off the block.
Nice second
Ebon.
attempt for Ebon. Drop ball nakuha.
Nxled Chameleons.
This time she
Now, set
went for that pass.
And this spike of the set brought to you by Duncan Pasalubong ng Bayan. Ebon, we had to readjust. That's her 4th point. Timeout here for the Solar Spikers.
Matututo sa ganyan, Des. Araw-araw na lang halos sinasabi ko siya, huwag mong i-over yung first ball. Ha? Sige, may chance pa tayo.
No more timeouts remaining for both teams. 4 set points for the Chameleons. Kat Bell right beside their
Nxled
translator, or
Chameleons,
her
timeout,
translator,
12.
who
Genesis
also was the translator of Iris Tolenada when both Kat Bell and Tolenada were playing in Korea.
Oh,
that's why-
okay.
that's why she's checking out the
Interesting.
action,
Okay. Cute.
So a huge cushion here
Serving
for
for the Chameleons.
Trisha Genesis
Genesis.
and the rest of the Chameleons. Genesis, her first seconds on the floor. Nice block against Singh, kept alive by Tushova. Great coverage. Singh blocked again. And the save this time is no good. So no set points wasted for the Chameleons, Phil.
Yes, Megan Hart is really challenging Singh here because nakita mo nakaibabaw talaga si Megan Hart and naka-press in. That's why it's a solid block for her.
All right, Jarrell Singh challenging the #1 blocker from the conference and loses. And it's a 5-point win for the Chameleons against the Solar Spikers, set #1. $25-20. Chameleons winning against the Solar Spikers after trailing by 5. They finish off the yellow shirts with a 5-point lead as well. So we'll take a look at highlights of the opening set.
It was actually an exciting first half of the set. Both teams had rallies, scoring each point. But later on, nakahabol si Nxled Chameleons sa Solar Capital. And it was the errors, I believe, that of the Solar Capital Spikers that led Nxled to get the set. And of course, Megan Hart guarding the front of the net and Singh challenging her that, made a difference. And I think in that set, it was Nxled set talaga because they were able to defend everything against Capital One. And you can see nga, pantay yung atake, but it was the blocking and unbelievable errors. 10 errors for Capital One.
That's almost half of the set given up, right, by Capital One. So if they want to come out with their 3rd straight win, they're going to have to go the long way. Capital One. Meantime, Megan Hart, they only need 2 more sets to finally snap a 4-game losing streak.
And we said earlier na may chances pa yung mga bottom teams talaga
of match 33 between Capital
work their way up in the ranking.
Because 8 out of the 12 will move on to the quarterfinals as Singh gets us going here in set #2. Like Ebon. Got it. Like Ebon, so difficult to cover that lefty shot, and
that's her 5th point,
takeoff.
actually. And she has been effective and efficient in that area. And Capital One hasn't adjusted their defense.
Team captain Jaja Maragino.
I believe Shirley Salamacos is in the game for the first time for the Solar Spikers. So 1-2 play for Tolenada.
That's the Irish Tolenada that we know. She's an aggressive setter. Biglaan nyo na lang i-drop. So dapat nakaabang pa rin ang mga blockers. And, Trick Megan Hart wasn't able to react quickly in the libero.
What is going to be key here for Jarrell Singh and the Solar Spikers, Phil?
Wow.
Down the
Single
line.
block again for Permentilla.
Tiara Permentilla, point number 4.
I think the key is, active. I think kailangan nila talagang bigyan din si Tushova. I feel like there are balls na bibigay talaga sa kanya.
Permentilla serving for next.
But she's been receiving also
Right.
and
There-
attacking.
There's a touch for Tushova right away. Will knock it in.
Tushova.
Let's check in with Lexi Rodriguez.
Well, Eric and Phil, as much as it's important to, carve your path into victory, it's also crucial that you also fortify your defensive walls. And for the Nxled Chameleons, Megan Hart is there as the cornerstone of that defensive strategy. But, Phil, you mentioned earlier that your first sport was basketball. Interestingly, her athletic journey, Megan shared with me, it also began in the swimming pool and not on the court. It wasn't until the latter part of her high school years that she discovered her passion for volleyball and decided to pursue it as a career. She told me that she couldn't imagine herself doing anything else other than volleyball because volleyball is where her heart is. And if you want to follow Megan's journey and see how she continues to make waves on the court, be sure to catch all the action on the Pilipinas Live app. We can download and subscribe now for only 149 pesos a month. Now back to you, Eric and Phil.
All right, thank you, Lexi. Great report. Finding out that Megan Hart was trying out swimming in the beginning. Tushova with back-to-back points.
That was a smart play for Tushova, just placing it down the line. She knows she's above the blockers and just a soft, quick top spin and down the line. No one was there.
6 points for Marina Tushova.
Wait, swimmer pala si Megan Hart.
Right.
I'm a swimmer.
As well.
Hindi.
I thought you were. Jo Maraguinot rejected. There's coverage, but not good enough for the Chameleons. So
Finally, great blocking for the Capital1 Solar Spikers. Kasi kanina pa actually nagda-down the line si Jo Maraguinot pero may nakabag na. So good adjustment for them.
Diegos at JRU will be credited for the block and her first point. Solar Spikers up by 1. Pass is no good from Permentilla. This is a good-looking run for the Solar Spikers. Scored 3-0.
Fear the Solars now.
Tolenada for the serve.
Aris Tolenada, 33 years old, one of the veterans. You talked about the errors, Phil, of the Solar Spikers in the first set.
The service errors were crucial. Parang 3 straight service errors sila when it was their turn to serve na.
And what was it, 10 errors in total, right?
Almost half a set.
Singh with a great pass. There's a block by Esguerra against Ipak. Now Diegos backs it in. First attack point for Diegos.
Diegos has been contributing well for Capital1 Solar Spikers.
Diegos, 2 points, matching her highest output so far here in the Reinforced Conference. She scored 2 for the 3rd straight game. Jo Maraguinot, that was far from the net, but she still got it across the double block.
She was able to adjust in that set. And Jo has been very effective in her attacks right now.
Jo Maraguinot at the service zone for next
5 points for Jo Maraguinot. Tushova, back row. Oh, off the shoulder of Laika Evo.
Nice, sharp back row from Marina Tushova. Siya ang nag-receive.
Seven points now for Tushova. Salamagos checks in again. She didn't play against the Thunderbells. Salamagos in the last game. Julia Ipak. The up by Bang Pineda. There's Permentilla. And the save goes outside from Jorel Singh.
I feel like Maraguinot and Permentilla has been spiking well because the blocking of Capital1 isn't that established.
Chance to tie. on the Esquerra serve.
And
6-7.
Esquerra at the service zone.
Tushova passes. Almost a miss hit there for Salamagos. Barely made contact with the ball. The hit by Niegos hits the
That
antenna.
hits the antenna. Ball is out.
Another error for
Point
Capital
for
One.
Nxled.
And it's 7-all. Ilang sets kaya to? Kasi 5 sets yung game 1.
Judging by the...
Game to
Esquerra
4.
for the serve.
If you play the averages, it should be 3 from 5, 4, 3, right?
Yes.
Tushova,
Wow.
got it.
Tushova from the back.
It's just smart play for Tushova. Walang libero sa kabila, so she went to the zone 5.
Solar Spikers.
And this,
on top.
another look, is the spike of the set brought to you by Duncan Pasalubong ng Bayan. 8-point for Tushova. As we take a quick break, we'll be back right after these. Back inside the Phil Sports Arena, final game of your triple header. It is the Solar Spikers leading by 1 point. Marina Tushova scoring her 8th to give her team a 1-point lead. Laika Ebon, very active on offense. She has 5 points. One of 3 players with at least 5 for the Chameleons.
End of our technical timeout.
Right now, Sid Niegos and the
Sid
Solar
Niegos
Spikers
serving.
looking to equalize after losing the first set by 5. Ebon. Niegos passes to Singh. Singh doesn't like it, so a chance ball here for the Chameleons. Megan Hart, yes!
I knew
Middle
it was
attack.
trouble when they gave the
Hart.
free ball to the Nxled Chameleons. Of course, Megan Hart is in front. There's no one else. It's gonna be a one-on-one between the middle blockers of Capital One. She was happy with that point.
Her 5th. Megan
Serving
Hart.
for Nxled, team captain.
We're tied at 8.
Maragino.
Tushova, short pass this time. They go to Singh. Singh is blocked by Ebon.
That's a
2
block
tall
ball.
blockers in front of Singh. You know, it's gonna
For
be a
Nxled.
challenge for her in this game. You know, lahat ng mental capacity mo kailangan mo para lang paano padaanin in front of 2 tall blockers like Ebon and Megan Hart.
Torres.
Ebon is 5'8". Megan Hart is 6'2". And Ebon is very athletic. So Singh will sit down. She'll get a rest.
Captain Jack Maragino for the serve.
In the game for the first time. That is Jillian Torres, or Jilliana Torres, for the Solar Spikers. And this one outside, point for the Chameleons.
Off the block.
Great check out for Permentilia. She's been just scoring and scoring for her
10,
team. And I
8.
feel like kaya nakakalamang si Nxled Chameleon kasi yung mga outside hitters nila, very effective. Kapag nabibigyan ng bola, porsyento, makapuntos.
Ja Maragino for the serve.
3-0 run for the Chameleons. Torres with a pass. Tushova pushes and finds the opening.
Tushova.
Gervina was on the way, but just a split second late.
But did you see her look at the defense before she dropped the ball? Like, may time siya eh. Nakita niya na walang tao. And, you know, just a simple drop ball there. Although, naka-react naman si Libero.
Side
Hindi lang
out.
umabot.
Yes, right.
Serve. Jenya Torres.
Side out for the Solar Spikers. Jenya Torres with a serve. Pineda to Permentilia. 2 different generations of Lady Falcons. Tushova picked up by Pineda. Permintilla tries again. Hart picks it up. Permintilla pushes to the back row. Torres picks it up. Normal to Sherwa into the net.
No block touch there.
4 hits. Called
It
on
was already out of
Capital 1.
system. Set.
Despite
11,
having 9 attack points, that's only the first attack fault for Tshova.
Yes.
Goes to show you how efficient she is.
Number 1 scorer.
Permintilla for the serve.
2-point lead for the Chameleons. Overpass, Megan Hart, unable to put it away.
Oh no!
Oh, but the first touch, and
second
nobody
ball
went
for
after the
Capital
second.
1.
So a miscue here for the Solar Spikers as they continue to struggle with probably communications.
Coach Roger. Napapakamot na lang ng ulo.
No,
I'm actually surprised. Oh, because Iris blocked, so nobody was there for the second ball.
Olenada to Tshova. Picked up by Permintilla. Terrific floor defense. Maraguinot blocked, but it goes outside. Salamagos touched it last. So
Off the
another
ball.
Chameleons point.
Great attack from John Maraguinot.
13-9.
Just gaining that confidence. You know, nakaya niya yung mga blockers ng Capital 1.
6 points for
Serving
Ebon,
Permintilla.
Maraguinot, Permintilla, and Hart. That serve is just outside.
Service out.
Are they gonna challenge? Yes.
Permintilla wants to, so Coach Chen Gang will
There's a
oblige.
challenge
Nakita
on
mo
the
ba?
last play
It was
by
close.
Nxled
That's as
Chameleons.
much as I saw.
Ball
Okay.
in,
Hindi ko
ball
nakita
out.
I was looking at the scores. Yung sabi mo 6 points na.
Yep.
Si Ebon, si John Maraguinot, and Permintilla, and Hart, 6
Hart,
points
right?
each.
Only one other player has scored aside from those 4, and she only has 1 point. That is Jaja Maraguinot. All right,
Ito na.
here's a look. Oh, it's
In.
very in.
Yes, super in.
Wow.
Great challenge, and Permintilla
Ball
was
is in.
confident.
Yeah, she was sure, right?
Yeah, she was asking challenge.
Is successful.
So the run continues
Point
here
and
for the
serve for
Chameleons.
Nxled.
They're up by 5 already. This is their biggest lead.
Timeout.
Timeout for Coach
Capital
Roger
1.
Gorayev.
Lumalaki yung lamang nila eh. Hindi naman tayo dumidikit eh. Lumalaki yung lamang nila. First set, we stop scoring at 9. Now it's the second set, it's 9 again. Medyo jinx ng kaunti yung 9 sa atin eh. Lampasan niya na kaagad. Huwag kayong nandito lang, magsalita kayo para hindi po pwedeng hindi kayo magsasalita. Everybody has to talk. Hindi naman to, this is not chess. This is volleyball. Na you should talk. Sa chess, tahimik, nakaganon lang. Tulad. You need to communicate. You need more intensity.
Let's go! Capital!
You got to talk. According to Coach Gorayev, down by 5. Harold Alarcon, former UP Fighting Maroon. Checking out
Classic
the
Coach
action.
Roger timeout.
I heard that a lot
14-9
for sure.
is the
I mean,
score.
you
In favor
or Ateneo back
of
in the day.
Nxled Chameleons.
Sabi nga ni Coach Roger, jinx daw yung number 9. Kaya kailangan nila makaikot agad.
All right, so first referee Patrick Castillo talking to Jaja Maraguinot, who is the team captain, about something. Little bench issue.
Serving. Chiara
All right, back to the game.
Permintilla.
14 serving 9. Almost an ace, but it's a free ball for the Chameleons. Megan Hart makes it a 6-point lead.
Reinforcement
Hart.
versus reinforcement. One-on-one. Megan Hart versus Tshova. Megan Hart winning that attack.
Megan Hart now with 7.
Yeah, the Capital 1 really needs to rotate
Permintilla
agad.
for
And
the
you know,
serve.
nasa harap si Tshova, so they should maximize her there.
Torres with a short pass. This will end up as another broken play for the Solar Spikers. And that's going to be a lift as Joa Maraguinot
Maraguinot
scores
through the
her 7th point of the game.
Yes,
Second
and you know,
technical
single block ulit siya.
timeout.
Because nakapantay na yung middle blockers kay Megan Hart. And
Solar Spikers on the business end of a 9-1 run by the Chameleons. They were
Substitution for Capital
up
1.
by 8-7 before this run.
20
And
out,
right now,
three,
the
six,
Solar
eight.
Spikers are
21 out. 5. Clemente.
looking up
Back in.
Ah,
the scoreline and
16-9.
seeing they're down by 7.
Yes.
Still serving.
Bermentilla
Kiara
with 7
Bermentilla.
already, along with Joe Maraginot and Megan Hart to Shova. Jaja Maraginot picks it up. Jervina sets it for Ebon. Ebon is blocked, but there's coverage. And this pass too high and over the net. Tushova puts it away.
Miss set by Permentilla, and Tushova was there right in front of the net for that regalo gift.
Substitution.
As you can see, blocked and then
Nxled Chameleons.
too near the net. Nice set to Tushova.
12. Genesis. In.
Tushova picks up her 10th point of the game. She's the only player in double digits so far. Trisha Genesis back in for
Clemente
Bermentilla.
for the
And
serve.
finally, nakaalis na ng 9 points. Si Capital 1.
Joe Maraginot, but quick side out here for the
Maraginot,
Chameleons.
double
No
hands of
runs
steam.
Yes.
for the Solar Spikers.
The
Phil.
Nxled Chameleons are able to stop agad, first attack. And hirap din talaga kasi Megan Hart is in front. The middle blockers of Capital 1 will really magbabantay talaga sila. Kaya nasa single block lagi. Outside hitter ni Nxled. And good setting from Jaja Maraginot.
Meantime, Jaya Atienza in the game for the first
serving.
time. She had 1 point against the Cool Smashers in that 3-set loss to Shova. Cut shot. Joe Maraginot was right there, but just could not control the power of the Shova.
Yeah, power. And that super cross court from Tushova. That's her second time doing that in this game. Although may tao lagi sa depensa, but it's just the power
For
of
Capital 1.
Tushova that
Ayus.
cannot be controlled.
Tolenada.
11 serving 17. Genesis with a pass. Joe Maraginot with a tip. Scores again.
Joe
Now
Maraginot
9
with
points
the
for
draw.
Maraginot.
Nice variation from Joe Maraginot.
Conference.
Great adjustment
At the
kasi nakita
service
niya
zone.
naka-establish na yung
Next
block eh. That's
Yeah.
why she went for the
Laika.
drop ball.
Ebon.
Tushova. Nobody there
Down the
on
line.
defense.
Dominating.
Tushova.
Because, Jaja Margarita is the blocker and she just went for it. And they need to score point and point
Serving
again.
for
They need a run.
Capital 1. Guest player. Marina.
12 now for
Tushova.
Tushova. 6-point game. Genesis passes. Here comes Joe Maraginot once again. Doromal picks it up. Singh. Block. Nobody there.
That's a
And the
block
defensive
one
zone for
Nxled.
the Solar Spikers.
I think Singh was
19,
going for
12.
down the line to papadaan kay Jam Maraginot, but it was Jam Maraginot actually blocking her and no one was covering Singh at the back.
It is back to the biggest
Joe
lead of the
Maraginot for the
Chameleons,
serve.
up by 7. That serve is just wide for Maraginot.
Service out.
Only her first service fault. Yeah, played so well, or playing so well, Joe Maraginot.
Actually, both of the outside hitters
Yeah.
Ju
of
Ipa.
Nxled
Serving.
Chameleons.
Meantime, Julia Ipak with a good serve. Trisha Genesis got it.
Cross-court hit.
I really love
Trisha
Trisha Genesis'
Genesis.
energy when she comes in inside the court.
Tapatan mo. Kung saan niya kakabigin yung bola, doon ka pumwesto. Huwag ka doon pumwesto sa likod ng blocker. Wala kang makukuha ron. May depensa naman tayo eh. Ewan ko ano nangyari sa atin ngayon ah. Resiban natin ng maigi yung bola. Umasa na lang kasi lahat tayo kay Marina eh. Hindi tayo tumutulong sa opensa. Wala tayong tulong sa opensa.
Let's go, ate. Let's go.
Go, go, go. Capital!
Yeah, Coach Roger.
Agree.
Yes.
You just
Alam mo, I'm also wondering what's happening to Capital1 Solar Spikers right now.
There's Coach Ronnie Magsanok, Mose Ravena, executives of the Akari Group, which includes Nxled.
15 out. 21 hot. Back in.
And agree rin ako kasi kailangan din ng tulong ni Tushova sa opensa. Because right now, Nxled Chameleon, the outside hitters, Ebon's contributing.
Yeah. Maraginot,
Yes.
Perventilla, nice dig coming from Esquera. Ebon, picked up by Tolenada, so somebody else will set. Here's Singh, blocked again, big and hard. I mean, if you're Jarrell Singh, you try Jaja, you get blocked. You go after Hart, and obviously, your chances are slimmer.
Yeah, so you know, it's really challenging for Singh. Like, anong iisipin ko, saan ko papadaan? It's a tough blocking or spiking situation for her.
It is an 8-point lead now. Well, there's a side out for Des Clemente.
14.
You see great receive, and then they're able to make a play with that quick play.
I need to get a run. And that's what's been good about the Chameleons. They get a side out every single time. Trisha Genesis right on cue.
Check ball, yes, there is.
Ball is out.
Oh, but the line judge is saying a check ball.
Yeah, line judge said check ball.
So there's going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
There's a challenge.
Because Patrick Castillo made an overrule. Didn't acknowledge the check ball call of the lines judge. So Chameleons will have to challenge.
Do you think it's a check ball? Kinakausap ng line
They
judge.
seem pretty sure because it was on the side of the bench. So they had a pretty good view
Yeah. But it was in front of the referee.
as well. That's true. First referee, Patrick Castillo. Second referee, Fernando Velarde. Third game of our triple header.
Pero baka tama ka nga. Game 1, 5 sets. Game 2, 4
Four
sets.
sets. So this is 3.
Yeah. Is there?
There's was there?
No.
Okay. Just
Okay.
missed it by probably 2 centimeters.
There is no block touch.
That was a close one.
Challenge is unsuccessful.
You can't fault the bench, the coaching staff for trying.
Is now left with one challenge for set number 2.
By the way, first game today, 5-set win for the
Akari.
Chargers,
Yes.
right? And then the HD Spikers winning in 4 in the second game today. Good pass. Genesis will try again. That is popped up by Tushova. Tolenada. Tushova asking for it, but it didn't look like she was ready. Pineda to Genesis. Doromal picks it up. Tushova, much better pass, and that's the result.
Iris Tolenada is going for Tushova now kasi nga alam niyang nakaabang na si dalawang blockers kay Singh eh. And one-on-one again, reinforcement versus reinforcement.
Timeout here for the Chameleons.
现在要抓紧，别放松。
Let's get together. Don't be afraid of committing mistakes, but let's limit it, please.
不要开玩笑啊！不要，no no no，紧张点。
No more. Let's get serious. No more laughing. No more smiling.
落后的时候你可以开玩笑，领先的时候要严肃。
If we gain the score, then we smile a lot more.
来一分，好。把谁当？
I feel like medyo lost in translation. I think hindi niya sinasabi na wag mag-smile. Feeling ko kailangan na mag-focus.
Mag-focus, okay.
Oo, pag nagkapuntos dun mag-smile.
Good translation.
Yeah, kasi, di ba, like, we wanna play happy pa rin and light. I think he just wants to focus, the girls to focus.
You know who I want to see smile? Coach Gang. I want to see him smile.
That sails out.
That service out from Sidniegos.
That's their second service error in the set for the Solar Spikers.
9. Perventilla.
Coach Roger just laughing.
Yeah. Despite the situation they're in right now. No more timeouts left for the Solar Spikers. 1 timeout remaining for Perventilla and the rest of the Chameleons. And they're 3 points away from a 2-0 advantage. Tushova, back row. That's on the line.
Right now, Iris Tolenada just going for their go-to reinforcement, Marina Tushova, and it's been paying off for them. Nice back row attack.
14 points for Tushova.
Team captain Wilson.
Short pass coming from Joe Maraginot. Pineda sets it up for Permentilla, who's blocked. Coverage by Jaja Maraginot. Laika Ebon tips it. Coronada. And this time, Clemente just out of timing.
Yes.
And an easy put away there for the Chameleons.
I feel like hindi sila nag-connect doon and na-miss time ni Clemente. Sayang, because there was a good pasok nung sa ginawa ni Clemente. It was too high.
You can see Clemente's hand just trying to
reach
find
for it.
the ball in midair.
Actually, maganda yung pasok niya.
Service fault for Permentilla. They are just 2 points away from winning set number 2. Coach Gang on your screens. First conference head coach of the
Serving
Chameleons.
for Capital 1, Des Clemente.
Des Clemente. Clemente picking it up off the hit by Joe Maraginot. Tushova touched by the block, saved by Joe Maraginot. Ebon hits it. Again, another dig coming from Clemente. Tushova, yes!
Great defense for Nxled Chameleons, but Tushova just overpowering the blockers of the Chameleons. And it actually medyo short set nga yun eh. Medyo 2-2 yung set sa kanya.
Clemente moving around. She started on the right side. Now she's on all the way on the left side, serving. Yes, Joe Maraginot knocks it in, and it is 5 set points for the Chameleons.
So far, ang galing ng mga outside hitters ng Chameleons is just scoring. Kasi nga, kapag nasa harap si Hart, nagbabantay talaga yung Capital 1 sa kanyang middle blockers.
Speaking of Hart, there she is. Joe Maraginot, by the way, with 10 points. This is her biggest scoring output this conference. Joe Maraginot going for 11. Sidniegos picks it up. Here's Tushova. Maraginot picks it up. Will get it back. No, overpass coming from Hart. Battle at the net. Won by Ipak.
Set point for Nxled, but Capital 1 is slowly naghahabol dito.
So a set point saved by the Solar Spikers. Coach Gang calming his troops. They still have a timeout remaining. He won't use it yet.
Yes. Siguro pag nagdikita na.
Yep. Not a good pass from Permentilla. Joe Maraginot. What a dig coming from Doromal. Tushova. Chance to set it up. Joe Maraginot. Got it! 11 points for Joe Maraginot, and it's another 5-point win for the Nxled Chameleons.
Great rally for both teams, and Joe Maraginot finishing the set. Just, again, single block, and na-miss time actually si Doromal kasi nga tumama sa block.
Back-to-back sets won by Nxled Chameleons, and they can finish it off in the third. on the weekend as we start the second round of the preliminaries. You see
It's the
identical
same,
scores, 2-0 advantage for the Chameleons, Phil.
You know, set number 2, na-stuck ulit yung Capital 1 Solar Spikers in 9 points, and ang daming run in Nxled. But that set, it was for Nxled because the outside hitters, Joe Mariguinot, Fermentilla, just working and contributing for the team. And great setting and distribution from Jaja Mariguinot, their setter. And of course, Megan Hart was there. And really, you know, Singh was challenged there. And I think it was overall a good set. And Nxled was able to minimize actually their errors in that set. Here we can see the stats. Although almost the same yung attack points, but you can see Megan Hart working there. They're blocking 4 blocks, 1 service ace. And I said na-minimize talaga ng Nxled Chameleons yung errors nila. I think first set was 7, but that was a good 3 errors is a good set for a team to have.
For the Solar Spikers, there's 1 player in double digits. That's Joe Mariguinot, but Hart has 9, Fermentilla with 7, and Ebon with 6. There is Joe
You can
Mariguinot.
see everyone's contributing to score in their team.
Highest scoring output this conference for Joe Mariguinot. In the meantime, for the Solar Spikers, only Tushova in double digits. After her, nobody with more than 5. Tushova with 15, but Singh is the second leading scorer, but she only has 5.
Yeah, Coach Roger nga reminded the teams na wag masyadong umasa din kay Tushova. Everyone needs to contribute. And right now, nakita ko nung before mag-start yung set, nakatingin na si Coach Roger sa bench niya. Tingnan niya sino nang isa-shuffle in niya. Kasi nga, they're down by 2 sets against Nxled Chameleon, who in the rankings right now actually is in the bottom nung round 1.
Right. So there's a little bit of reshuffling, like what you mentioned, Phil, for Coach Gorea. Paspati Orendain, who was not in the lineup for 3 of the 5 games in the first round, is playing today for the first time. So let's see if she can make a difference here. So very quickly, Phil, let's first talk about the Nxled Chameleons. They're in a good position. What do they need to do to finish out this match in 3 sets?
Just remain consistent, you know, and focus. I know they're playing lighter and everything's working for them. And they're defending well. Even their attacks has been effective. And the blocking, of course, Megan Hart contributes a lot in the blocking. Yun nga, hilong-hilo na si Singh. Pasan papadaan. So I guess yung pag-add kay Pati Orendain, because she is a former beach volleyball player also. So yung, alam mo yun, yung first action na iba-ibang angle, siguro tatry nila.
Meantime, Ebon with the first point, and it is the Chameleons on the board first. How about the Solar Spikers, Phil?
Actually, they just have to be consistent and mag-receive muna, actually. Nawawala yung reception din nila.
Well, there's a good one. But great coverage by Gervina. Ebon again. Tushova with the dig. Pati Orendain gets a touch. Bounces it off the block. Gervina will set it. Ebon with the tip. Rica Rivera, by the way, in the game for the first time. The libero for the Solar Spikers, and they get their first point as we send it courtside to Lexi Rodriguez.
Eric and Phil, you know, the first half of the game wasn't really the vision that the Yellow Shirts had in mind coming into this game. Marina Tushova actually shared with me that the first time that they went to this game, they really wanted to build on the momentum, and that would hopefully boost their standings and hopefully boost their morales as well. You know, she also told me that they were reminded for the need for more grit. They need to dig deep and show that they truly want this win. In the huddles, it's clear that they're not just battling their opponents, they're also fighting to regain their confidence and hopefully, you know, find that spark that has driven them in the previous games. Now, to see if the Yellow Shirts can turn things around and find that winning edge, don't miss a moment of the action. You can catch all of this on the Pilipinas Live app for just 149 pesos a month. You can experience every rally, every point, and every story right here, right everywhere. Now, back to you, Eric and Phil.
All right, thank you, Lexi. Tushova with 17 points now.
I think that's a good point to regain their confidence, right? Because kahit madepensahan ni Chameleons yung mga bola, they have to maintain na tuloy-tuloy, wag tumigil.
Well, they get a freebie here, and Des Clemente with a dump.
With a dunk.
So good start for the Solar Spikers after losing 2 straight sets by 5 points. 3 serving 1, but again the errors. They had 4 errors in set number 2. A lot less than
Yes,
the first
the
set, which
10
was
errors.
10. But still, I mean, if they want to bounce back, they can't afford especially errors from the serve.
They need to get this set to extend the game.
Hard serving for Nxled.
Tushova got it.
Cross-court hit.
18 points for Marina Tushova. 4-2. Solar Spikers.
Serving for Capital1.
Des Clemente with a serve. Preliminaries, not a good pass. That's an ace
Service
for
ace.
Clemente. Just the 3rd point for Des Clemente. A slow match for her. She's coming off a 12-point, 2-block, 2-ace performance against the Thunderbells. Another short pass. Cut shot. Whew, what a hit for Joe Maraguinot, now with 12.
I know that Joe Maraguinot also likes that super cross shot. Although Marino was there, but you know, Joe just found a way to make that point. And you just see her confidence then.
Very high. Ebon. Tushova pounds that one in against a solid double block.
She knows that she can take those double block. Kahit double block yan, alam niyang kaya niya.
6 serving 3.
For Capital1. Ayus. Tolenada.
Jaja Maraguinot hit by Esguerra. Rivera is back on the floor. Leila Cruz. Permintilla trying to keep it alive. Pineda will send it over underhand. So a chance ball here for the Solar Spikers. Tushova again.
Free ball. You know, before the free ball, nakita ko nagtitingin na si Iris and Tushova. Tushova really asking for that ball.
And rightfully so. She is feeling it right now. Already with 20 points.
Wow. Almost a set.
Maraguinot to her sister. Rivera sets it up for Tushova. Yeah, they can go to Marina Tushova each and every time. Why not?
Yes, just elevating. Going above the block of Jaja Maraguinot.
Capital1 Solar Spikers on top. 8-3.
The Solar Spikers on top by 5. This is their biggest lead of the set, and Tushova is really starting to wax hot. 23 points so far.
And 51% attack efficiency. That's really high for a player. And you know her. She's number 1 scorer right now.
Coming off a 32-point performance against the Thunderbells. Prior to that, she had 45 against the Flying Titans, 28 against the HD Spikers, 24 against the Angels, and she started off the conference with a 20-point performance against the Chargers. Back in the game, and Maraguinot is also feeling it now with 13 points.
The Solar Spikers can't stop her, you know. They need to adjust and be able to stop and block Maraguinot because she's just been scoring and scoring.
Tolenada back to Tushova. and expect each and every set going to Marina Deshova from here on end.
Well, if I'm the setter, if she's 51% attack efficiency,
Why not, right? The spike of the set brought to you by Dunkin', pasalubong ng bayan. So the onus is on the Chameleons to find a way to stop Deshova.
yes.
That's when the playmaking will change for Tolenada. If Deshova is stopped by the defense, Perventilla hits it, Rivera passes, Deshova again, back row. That one is outside.
Ball is out.
Now this time Deshova with an attack fall. She stops herself. Right now it seems the only way she stops scoring is if she commits an error.
Yeah.
That's how
and
good
right
she's
now
doing.
we're actually 9-5. And Coach Roger said set 1 and set 2. So 9 points sila sa stock. So let's see how they get over this.
Ipak.
There.
There's your answer, Phil.
From the middle.
Great connection between Iris and Ipak. She's also been effective in the middle, actually. That was a big quick for her.
For Capital 1.
10 serving 5. There's a nice defensive play by Pati Orendain at the net.
Great read and great awareness for Pati Orendain with that over receive.
First point for Orendain. Timeout for the Solar Spikers.
Whatever you're feeling right now, please calm down.
OK，接下来专心打球，专心打球。
Let's focus on the game.
OK，没太浮躁，就是说你这个太浮躁，不要想着急赢，别着急赢，不要想赢。
Let's not try to think of a win, but let's try to take it 1 point at a time.
打好每个球 OK 了 ，OK。Let's go.
I beg your pardon, that timeout called by the Chameleons. This is their biggest deficit, down by 6 points.
And in that timeout, coach said that to control their emotions, and that's one of the challenges of being an athlete, yung paano may control yung emotions mo na excited ka ba, or like yung fear, or you have to have courage. Hirap din.
Megan Hart picks up the block against her, and hit by Perventilla. What a nice take from Ipak. Deshova, back row, it is on the line.
Inside. Chameleon said it's outside, but
They will challenge.
from our angle, mukhang inside.
But it dropped right in front of Coach Gang,
Ball in.
And he said outside ba?
and he was saying outside. So
The first referee said it's inside.
yeah, he signaled the point already for the Solar Spikers. Ball in, ball out challenge.
Nakita mo ba? Hindi, malayo tayo eh.
It was
Ayan,
opposite
inside.
our side.
I saw inside.
Yes, way inside.
Right in the line.
Ball is in. Challenge is unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful for Coach Chen
Nxled
Gang.
Chameleons is
Only
left with
one
challenge
challenge remaining
for set
for the
number
Chameleons. 7-point lead now for the Solar Spikers, their biggest lead of the set.
Iris smiling at me. Hello.
Megan Hart,
Nice.
dug by Deshova. Leila Cruz got it again. Another line drive for the Solar Spikers.
The rookie going up against Megan Hart. That was a good spike from her. Good approach. And, you know, just elevating. Oh, na-late si Megan Hart for that block. And no one was there to defend for the Chameleons.
Good pass. Coverage by Tolenada, set by Ipak, back row. That was low, the set, so Deshova struggled with a hit.
Quick set naman kasi ni Ipak sa back row. Kahit 51% attack efficiency ka, ang hirap. Kahit si Marina Deshova ka, mahirap. Quick set.
So a lucky break here for the Chameleons. They get a free point. Can they get 2 in a row? Leila Cruz, that is dug by Gervina. Back row. Oh, that push comes up short. A rare error for Jo Maraguinot, who has been playing her A game today.
I do agree. Maganda yung nilalaro ni Jo Maraguinot. Although good intention sa kanya, i-drop ball. But it was just too short.
Well, Jo Maraguinot will get a rest. Trisha Genesis is back in the game.
She's there to receive and defend.
8-point game, biggest lead for the Solar Spikers, and the Chameleons get another freebie from the rookie Leila Cruz.
It's just hard to, have these service errors na alam mong kailangan mo yung set na to.
Chiara Permentilla.
Nice serve.
Tolenada passes to Patty. Patty's blocked by Hart. Yes, Clemente gets it across. Clemente is down. Well, combination play. Genesis dug by Rivera. Tolenada, they go to Tushova. Back row, got it.
Nice hustle for the Capital1 Solar Spikers. You see Clemente rolling in front of us. And finally Tushova with that back row attack. Dinidistribute pa ni Iris Tolenada yung bola eh. Para malito yung blockers ng Nxled. Pero when ito na, kailangan natin yung set kay Marina, Tushova na tayo.
In terms of players like you, Phil, tawag nyo mga porsyentuhan na, di ba?
Yes.
And that hits.
Oh, nice save there.
Tushova hitting the barrier. She's okay. Genesis with a point. Goes to show you the dedication on defense by Tushova. Sacrificing her body, almost falling down.
But great point for Genesis. All of the outside hitters ngayon ng Chameleons are scoring for them. Si Jo Maraguinot, si Permentilla, and even Genesis.
Anytime substitution once again for Coach Chen Gang. And this time,
Razaldea serving.
Pass by Rivera. Tushova with a push. Save is good, but it's a chance ball here for the Solar Spikers, up by Permentilla. Genesis underhand pass, another free ball. Back-to-back free balls. And the Solar Spikers this time will take advantage.
I think Tushova likes that ghost play from Iris Tolenada.
Technical timeout, 16-8. The Capital1 Solar Spikers commanding lead here in set number 3. After losing the first 2 sets, Capital1 Solar Spikers in full control versus the Nxled Chameleons, who are trying to close this match out in a sweep. But Tushova,
Yes.
been getting majority of the sets from Tolenada, and she has been delivering big points.
Right now, naka-play Tushova sila, and it's challenging Nxled Chameleons defense actually. Kasi, how do you stop someone like Marina Tushova?
Chameleons, that's a late call, a very late call by Patrick Castillo. It took about a couple of seconds.
Yes.
Captain. No. Captain. Who's the captain? Captain. No. Captain. Ayaw mo pala
Iris Tornada asking the referees to use, because they can do that. The referees can use, they have challenges as well, just to review the play.
I think because the referee said it's overreaching.
Overreaching,
But I
that's
think
right.
it was a joust. So I think Iris wants to fight for that joust.
But they called an overreach on, I believe that was
That's it.
Ipak. Push, easy point for Tishova. Everything going the way of the Solar Spikers. Here in set
Everyone,
three.
everyone was nakaabang sa hard spike, and you know, the blocker was Jaja Marginot, and they expected a down the line attack. That's why Ebon umatras na for that down the line, but nag-drop ball bigla si Marina.
Back to the biggest lead at 8 points for the Solar Spikers. Genesis block. Nice play defensively by the rookie, Layla Cruz.
Nice block by Layla Cruz, stopping Genesis. And yun nga, kailangan din talaga ma-establish ng Solar Spikers ang kanilang blocking.
Now the lead is 9 points for the Solar Spikers. 18 serving 9. What a turnaround here. Third game of your triple header. The push pancake saved by Tolenada. Tushova off-speed hit, picked up by Ebon. 1-2 play. It's good for Jaja Maraginot.
Jaja Maragino.
They tried to pancake save that.
The bounce just didn't go up for a second touch.
And I feel like it was high, still high. Pwedeng kayang dalawang kamay yun eh.
Rivera trying to
Oh, nice
save it.
save! Oh.
Patio Renden will come up short. Back-to-back points. The first 2-point run for the Chameleons.
Great save from Rivera, pero si Patty was running towards her, hindi niya nakita na naangat ni Rivera.
Genesis for the serve.
11 serving 18. Ipak with a push. Chance ball here for the Chameleons. Ebon. The save is good. Another freebie for the Chameleons. Fermentilla bounces it off. Cruz. 3 straight points for the Chameleons.
And that's her 8th point. Fermentilla just being effective in front of the net here. Going up against Cruz. Check ball.
Service.
All right, here come
Genesis.
the Chameleons. 12 serving 8. They were down by 9. There's a block against Cruz. Ebon, back row. Patio Renden with a dig to Shoba. Gervina keeping it alive. Through the double block. Another chance ball that will come up short. Genesis will score. This is 4 in a row for the Chameleons. Timeout for the Solar Spikers.
Capital 1.
Sundin mo yung sayo. Tagal na natin sinasabi yan, doon ka lagi. Hindi ka naman 6'5" na after ng isang hakbang nandun ka na sa Ate, ikaw pa ikot-ikot tayo, para kang trumpo eh. Nandiyan ka lang, ikot-ikot tayo. Hindi mo maintindihan kung saan ka pipihit, ha? Pumuntos na tayo, naka-ano na sila, naka-3 puntos na yan dyan. Hindi tayo makaka-afford na dumikit yan. We're almost there, ha?
Capital 1!
Coach Roger Goreb hoping to stop the momentum of Laika Ebon and the rest of the Chameleons on a 4-point run after trailing by 9. It is a 5-point game now.
Yes, they need this set to extend the game. Sabi nga ni Coach, kailangan nila maka-pull away.
Serving Genesis.
Genesis has been serving very well. Tushova will get a touch. There's a block. Tolenada picks it up. So Rivera will set. Tushova will hit and knock it in. And it's going to be point number 27.
You know, hindi ko alam paano yung napapadaan sa double block. I guess si Babaw lang din siya sa bola. And, you know, that's her favorite angle. Si Babaw nga. Cleared from the blocking.
That stops the 4-point run for the Chameleons. Bang Pineda with the pass. The hit goes outside. Esguerra saying there's a touch.
Even Coach Cheng?
Yep, they will challenge.
Yeah.
And I believe they only have one challenge remaining.
There's a challenge on the call
So a risky
by
move.
Nxled Chameleons.
If it
Block
pays
top.
off, that's a big point.
Do you think it was a check ball? Parang sa angle ko, mataas.
Wala. Well, they're trying to prevent Solar Spikers from getting to 20 points. So this is a huge gamble for Coach Chen Gang. Nxled Chameleons up 2-0. 25-20 in the first 2 sets. Right now they trail by 6, trailed by as many as 9.
You can see here. No, I don't think so. Or, let's see. Gumalaw ba? No, yeah. From my angle also, ang taas eh. Ang taas ng spike.
There is no block top.
So no more challenges remaining, is it?
Unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful
Nxled
challenge will
Chameleons
confirm
have no challenges
the numbers.
left.
No more challenge.
No more challenges.
Yes.
There you go.
Guest player, Marina Tushova, serving.
Pineda, the pass too strong. Pati Orendain puts it away.
That's the second time that Patty has been defending and now being aggressive in front of the net. An over-receive. Great serve from Tushova. Over-receive from back. Just and Patty wins it.
Pati has been the lucky charm
Yes.
for Coach Goryev here in set number 3.
Tushova for the serve.
Oh.
Tushova with a service
Plus
fault.
1, Nxled.
Esguerra-
Actually, in this game, Tushova has been committing quite few
yeah,
service
Substitution,
errors.
Nxled.
3.
11 out,
Yeah.
21, Hart. Back in.
Meantime, Jaya Atienza is in for Esguerra.
Serving.
Played
Atienza.
for UP for 4 years. Jaya Atienza with a good serve. Pati Orendain gets it through. Jaja Maraginot picks it up. Here comes Permentilla off the block. Tolenada keeping it alive. And it's going to be a free ball from Rica Rivera. Genesis. Hard block. Oh, what a play at the net by Ipak.
Great team effort, you know, Patty and Ipak. Binabantayan din talaga si Mega ng heart. Alam na nilang, you know, free ball. They're gonna give it teamwork for both of them. That's why they were so happy for that point.
And Coach Gan will use his final timeout. We'll listen in.
Hey, talapo, okay lah, talapo. Hey, 2 block. Talapo, 2 lock. Okay.
Let's still push it.
Madami pa pwede mangyari ha. Malakas tayo. Tara, tara. Laban natin. Dito na po. Let's go. Sobrang layo. 60 na. 60 pa tayo guys. Tara, tara. Mega Leons. Nxled.
It is back to an 8-point lead for the Solar Spikers. And now Permentilla and company, they're in trouble. Phil, late in set number 3.
Yes, and you know, Coach Cheng actually in the timeout told Megan Hart na if there's 2 blockers in front of you, you can drop ball.
Julia Ipak. Serving for Capital 1.
Megan Hart, good reply after the timeout.
From the
It's a
middle.
side out for the Chameleons.
15,
Ang galing din ni
22.
Jaja Maragino. Pinabawi agad si Megan Hart after siya na-block.
Second game in double digits for Megan Hart. She has 10 already,
Serving for Nxled.
but it's a long way to go
Captain.
if you're the
Jaja
Chameleons.
Maragino.
Down by 7. Desclemente is blocked by Permentilla. Chance ball for the black shirts. Ebon. There's a block against Clemente. Tushova, back row, bounces it off the net. Ebon mishits and sends it outside.
Ball is long.
Parang nagulat si Ebon na biglang sinet sa kanya. And she was just under the ball.
Substitution.
No more
Nxled.
timeouts for the
2
Chameleons.
out, 8, Luna. In.
And seeing action for the first time today, May Luna.
Coach Chen has been rotating a lot of his players in this game.
He's looking for a combination that'll work here in set number 3. There's Megan Hart with 11 now.
That was a great attack. You know, Ibabaw just elevating in front of the net. And that's what the team needs right now. Sure point.
Let's see if Jaja Maraginot can repeatedly go to Megan Hart, because they really need a lot of offense and a big run. Clemente puts the Solar Spikers at set point.
Finally, Aristolinada and Clemente connecting. Kasi kanina medyo, hindi siya nagko-connect eh. Nagsiscratch-scratch na ng ball si Clemente, but this one's a solid be quick from her.
Very comfortable. 8 set point advantage for Pati Orendain and the Solar Spikers. And right now, if you're the Chameleons, you're looking at set 4 now. Shoba will tip. Pineda will set it up. And there's Luna with her first hit of the match. Shoba to put it away. Got it.
Yes, final point, and the Solar Spikers is able to extend this game.
28 for Shoba. As you saw Mandy Romero, the owners of the Solar Spikers, up and happy about this result. They stay alive in this match, winning set number 3, 25-16. First 2 sets won by the Chameleons, but the Solar Spikers bouncing back and winning by 9 in set number 3. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a ball game on our hands. Set number 4 coming up in just a bit. And let's take a look at highlights of set number 3. And right from the beginning, Solar Spikers were in full control. Genesis also very effective offensively for the Chameleons, but they were not able to overhaul what was a 9-point lead at one point. The Solar Spikers, everybody clicking, especially Marina Shoba. Finishes the 3rd set with 28 points. Olenada, it was Shoba play. She delivered the majority of the points for that winning set. Look at the numbers. Much more aggressive in attacking. Plus 10 Solar Spikers. They were more advantageous defensively as well. 2-0 in terms of blocks. Despite the number of errors, they prevailed with a solid cushion in the end. And they've really picked up their confidence after that 3rd set. Going to be interesting to see the adjustments by Coach Chen Gang as they try to turn the tables around once again and come back in set number 4. Phil Sports Arena, a nice view of the venue. Final game today. There's Tushova, already with 28.
Wow. 28 for Tushova, 13 points for Maraginot. But you know, in the 3rd set, I was surprised na sinob siya ni Coach Chen.
And again, as you look at Jo Maraginot, already with her conference high 13 points, and she is the top scorer for the Chameleons.
But right now, I think, is she inside?
This is set
Nope,
number
she
4
will come off the
match
bench
number
here in set number 4.
Between Capital 1 and Nxled Chameleons. Capital One extends the match.
So Genesis will be in the starting lineup, replacing Maraguinot here in set number 4.
Jaja Maragin.
Meanwhile, Patio Rendein is in the starting lineup again for the second straight set. Service fault by Jaja Maraguinot to kick things off. Easy point for the Solar Spikers.
Serving for Capital One. Pati. Orendain.
Permentilla. Orendain picking it up to Shova. The up by Genesis. Permentilla again. Orendain was right there. 2 straight digs for Patty. Bang Pineda. Genesis again keeping it alive. Chance ball. Oh, miscommunication between Hart and Jaja Maraguinot.
Point for Capital One.
Actually, it would have been better if it was Jaja Maraguinot na nag-over ng ball.
Yeah.
So, you know, Megan Hart can focus on blocking the Solar Spikers.
Orendain
Not a good start here for the
serve.
Chameleons after losing the third set. Yeah.
And I feel like nung third set, nakapuntos si Marina. So, unti-unti nag-gain ng confidence si Solar Spikers.
There's coverage by Pineda. Ebon. Tolinada picks it up. Rivera will set it.
Free ball.
Permentilla. Cross court is good.
Great
Permentilla
fast set
finds
from
the line.
Permentilla, you know. She's been steady for her team in terms of attacking.
Chameleons on the board after that Permentilla attack.
Permentilla for the serve.
Service ace, back-to-back points for Chiara Permentilla, and that is the spark plug that Coach Gang is looking for. Hopefully everybody picks up on the cue and gets the offense going for the Chameleons.
Service. Permentilla.
O, nagpalit ng libero si Solar Spikers.
Doromal is back in. Yes, Clemente. Jaja Maraguinot, back row Permentilla. Genesis, cut shot, picked up by Tishoba. Marina, got it. Let's check in with Lexi Rodriguez.
Eric and Phil, let's talk about stepping up this time. The Nxled Chameleons were actually reminded that they need to step up their offensive production in the huddles. I actually spoke with Bang Pineda earlier, and she told me that their defense has been stronghold. She highlighted that they also need to sharpen their offensive plays to become a more well-rounded team. She pointed out that with Coach Chen Gang doesn't specify certain plays, it's up to them themselves to step up and devise effective offensive strategies. She actually emphasized that this self-reliance and adaptability are crucial for their success. Sabi nga niya, minsan sila na ni Joe Maraguinot ang nag-uusap dahil it's not just about defending well. We need to be proactive in creating scoring opportunities even when the coach isn't giving direct instructions. Now, will they end this in 4th set, or will the Solar Spikers extend the match to 5? Tune in the Filipinos Live app where you can download and subscribe now for only 149 pesos a month. Now back to you, Eric and Phil.
All right, thank you, Lexi. Well, that defense that you've been talking about, that Pineda told you, Lexi, right now it's falling apart. Chameleons can't pick up a good pass, and they are down by 3.
Clemente has been serving.
Serving. Clemente.
Maraguinot to her sister. Joe Maraguinot's back in the game. Permentilla, good coverage in the defensive zone. Joe Maraguinot again bounces it off the double block and scores.
Great approach, just using that broad jump to be able to power through that block. As you can see here in the replay, coming off the block of the Solar Spikers.
Went after the arms of Ipak. Short pass to Shoba. Down the line, got it.
Down the line.
It was
Shova.
inside. And I think those loose balls, kapag mga high balls, very effective for kasi ang tangkad niya, ang taas niya. As you can see here, ibabaw sa block.
Such a wide opening. I mean, the block was covering cross court.
Because that's her strong
Yep.
side.
Shoba smart enough to see that and adjust. Maraguinot. Patio Rendén picking it up to Shoba. No surprise. Down the line. No, cross court this time and scores. What is that?
Still
31. 31 points. For Tushova. If we go to 5 sets, we might see another 45er or maybe 46.
I know, but maybe I was gonna say, baka ma-break niya yung record niya from 45 to 46. 1 point lang. But that's still a lot of points.
Molinada with the dig. Leila Cruz. Bang Pineda with the up. Here comes Jo Maraguinot again. Picked up by Tolenada. Tushova. That is way outside.
Ball is out.
Miscommunication there between Patty Orandain and Doromal.
And Coach
Roger.
Goriev is upset.
I was going to say upset also. Because it was supposed to be the libero for the second ball.
Serving.
4 serving 7. Chameleons still trailing. The two-handed push by Ipak. Even she smiled about that hit. Maraguinot got it again.
Maraguinot.
Great variation from Maraguinot. In the first, she was going down the line, and now the block adjusted her down the line. She went for the cross court.
15 points for Jo Maraguinot. 2-point game now. Tushova with a tip. Nobody there behind the blockers.
Again, she did that again. Drop ball.
8-5. Solar Spikers up by 3 against the Chameleons. Set number 4.
Nxled Chameleons.
Back here at the Phil Sports Arena, the action continues in the reinforced conference. 4th set between the Chameleons, who are up 2 sets to 1, but right now down by 3 against the Solar Spikers of Capital 1. There they are. Solar Spikers with a 3-2 win-loss record coming into today, while Chameleons are 1-4. Are coming off 4 straight losses, while Marina Tushova and the Solar Spikers are on a 2-game winning streak. Jo Maraguinot cut shot. Patty Orandain was right there. Tushova back row. Yes!
Again and again, back-to-back points for Tushova. You know, if I was Irish, I would also go to her and, you know, palamangin muna yung Solar Spikers because hindi ma-stop ni Nxled Chameleons eh. Kanina pa actually.
33 now for Tushova, and she passes her 32-point output in the last game. She has 34 now with an ace.
3 straight points for her, just making it happen for the Solar Spikers.
First ace for Tushova, and the fans loving the action as Coach Chen Gang will call a timeout.
Please be steady when you go and receive the service ball. Make sure that you have to believe yourself because nobody else will.
每个人都要相信自己，相信大家，相信同伴，相信自己。OK。
You have to believe in yourself. Come on, guys. We can do
不要
this.
想别的，不要想。OK。不要想。
Nxled Chameleons needs to gain their confidence back. Kasi maganda naman nilalaro nila Jo Maraguinot, Permentilla, even Ebon. They have nice output for their team. It's just they have to adjust and stop to Shova.
Easier said than done, though. Shova in the back row now. Tolenada passes. Ipak will score.
Ipak has been consistent actually in front of the net. Every time na bibigyan siya ni Iris, nakakapunto siya. Quick play here, Biku. Ebon was there pero couldn't control the attack.
Ipak with 5 points. Chacha Maraginot to Joe Maraginot, the push. And from the back row, that's 35 points now for Marina Deshova.
Grabe, 35 points, more than a set.
This is her second highest scoring game.
And mukha siyang hindi pa pagod. Fourth set na. Still,
looks like she's just in her first set. Not even huffing and puffing. Take a look at the numbers. 35.
Sana all. Oh, to be
Yeah, she's 25 years old.
Yeah.
Joe Maraginot to Shova. She's been scoring, she's been digging, she's been doing everything. Pati Rendean is blocked. There's Esquera. A nice defensive play.
Nice attack for Pati Rendean. Wala lang coverage for the Solar Spikers. And finally, the Nxled Chameleon was able to stop that run. Matagal yung nag-service doon ni Tushova actually.
And the problem is the lead has ballooned to 6 now for the Solar Spikers. Leila Cruz asking for it. Nice. On the overpass. It turned out to be an easy play. Maraginot disguised the move with a
overpass, and Ipak was there pero nag-hesitate siya. She was supposed to be the one defending the front of the net.
So a 2-point run here for the Chameleons. Deshova off speed. Picked up by Esquera. Deshova passes again. Ipak. Esquera with a set. Permentilla backs up for the hit. Orendain, Tolenada. Leila Cruz. Yes!
Down the line.
Great down the line by Leila Cruz. You know, it was a rally and biglang binigay siya. Actually, akala ko iba-back row agad kay Tushova, but great point for Leila Cruz stepping up for the team. Na-miss time na ang libero ng Chameleons.
A really short 2-point run for the Chameleons, and that's it. 7-point game. Permentilla fires one in.
Actually, that down the line has been her strong spike
13.
since the beginning of the game. Napapa-check ball niya, and you know, against a rookie like Leila Cruz, alam niyang kaya niyang padaanan. Kanina pa actually, pinapadaan niya kay Leila.
And Esquera serving for Chameleons.
Good serve by Esquera. Nice set.
Nice set.
And Des Clemente able to push it. Permentilla with another great hit. Back-to-back points for Carla Permentilla.
Now adjusting to cross-court hit. That is her 12th point. And I told you, diba? Nagko-contribute lahat ng spikers ni Chameleons. It's just they have to adjust and stop to Shova.
Esquera.
4-point game. Leila Cruz. Down the line hit, popped up by Tolenada. Orendain. And that'll stop the 4-1 run by the Chameleons. Another great side out for the Solar Spikers.
Pati Orendain seeing the big block of Megan Hart adjusting quickly to a drop ball. Kahit ako rin naman, di ko siya tatapatan.
5-point lead for the rookie Leila Cruz and the Solar Spikers. Good pass. And a quick hit there by Megan Hart.
Middle attack.
The Solar Spikers tried to triple block her, I think. You can see here. See? Tatlo. Ay, dalawa. Tumalon.
12 for Megan Hart.
Maragino. Serving.
But the Chameleons still down by 4. Pati Orendain. Wow, what a shot.
Through the ball. Orendain.
Great approach from Patrick and having that power and going up against two high blocks. In between the blockers of the Chameleons.
Back to a 5-point lead. Pati Orendain out of the University of St. La Salle in Bacolod.
Actually, kalaban ko siya. Palarong pangbansa. Let's be.
And who won that battle?
NCR. Siyempre.
And here's Permendilla again. She has been delivering the points and carrying the load of the offense for the Chameleons here in set 4, Phil.
I love her consistency.
Tushova pushes against the blockers. Megan Hart, that is dug by Clemente. Tushova tries again. Maraginot. Oh, what a nice dink! Went over the net and turned out to be the perfect play for Doromal. 16-11, 5-point lead for the Solar Spikers. Second technical timeout, set 4. Solar Spikers turned it around in set number 3, and they have not looked back since. A 16-11 lead late in set number 4, Phil, for Tushova and company.
Right now, you know, Tushova has been scoring, and of course, her teammates are also gaining confidence, you know, that they can support her and also make points to help her.
35 points for Tushova. She doesn't need any help right now. She can practically score the rest of the way. No other player in double digits for the Solar Spikers. Meanwhile, 3 players in double digits for the Chameleons, but it's not been enough, at least in the last 2 sets. There's a nice hit.
Nice play for Jaja Maraguinot and Luna. I actually thought ibibigay niya kay Megan Hart, and then pumatong si Luna for that attack.
First point for the former DLSU lady spiker, May Luna. 12 serving 16. Tushova. Picked up by Jaja Maraguinot. Here's Joe Maraguinot. Pati Orendain again in the defensive zone, doing a great job. Ipak, dug by Hart. Maraguinot. Doromal picks it up. Tushova. And that's point number 36.
Those high set balls is just lethal for Tushova because she has the elevation, she has the spike and power.
Coach Roger Goriev looking satisfied.
Or solemn.
Yeah. No problem, well, at least for the last 2 sets for Coach Roger.
At the service zone for Capital 1.
5-point lead as Tolenada serves for the Solar Spikers. Tolenada picks up the first touch. Leila Cruz with a push. Mosquera picks it up. Here comes Joanna Maraguinot. Got it again.
Alam ko na eh, nung approach siya pa lang eh, yung pagka-turn ng body niya, ipapa-check ball niya na kay Leila Cruz eh. You can see there. She has 16 points, Jo Maraguinot.
Conference high for the former Lady Eagle. Tushova, block, and it falls outside. Tushova now at 37.
Ay, kinabahan ako doon. Nakala ko yung inside. I was like, nagsa-slow-mo. Is it in or is it out? And no one was running towards it. I think it was just Roma trying to.
It was too far. See, even
But for me, it looked like it's what's gonna go inside pa.
initially. Right.
But walang humabol.
Marina Tushova, guest player for the serve.
Patio rin din with great defense. Leila Cruz picked up by Permentilla. Joanna Maraguinot again. That is outside.
Was there a check ball? No.
And Joanna Maraguinot will not force the issue, will not ask the bench, the coaching staff to challenge. And this is starting to slip away already.
And it's this rotation again for the Solar Spikers na nakakalamang sila. Marina Tushova serving.
There's a block against Maraguinot. She tries again. Tushova with the dig. Wait a minute.
Oh, net touch.
Net
I think
touch.
there was a net touch.
That's going to be against Julia Ipak.
Sayang, because this was a strong rotation then for the Solar Spikers.
Joe Maragino serving for Chameleons.
Patio rin din with the left hand. Permentilla pushes. Back-to-back points for the Chameleons.
Kaya pa to habulin ni Chameleons. They just need one set to win this game actually. You see Iris Soledad hesitating.
Serve, Maragino.
Short serve. Tushova, back row. And that is too far for Jaja Maraguinot.
Tushova.
Luna was there actually, but it was just too much power and no control for Luna.
So only a 2-point run for the Chameleons as the Solar Spikers get a side out. Tushova now with 38.
Wow.
She is 7 points away from tying her
record.
Biggest scoring game. And there's a quick side out by the Chameleons. They need a lot more of that.
16.
Actually, great back row for Luna. I actually forgot that they had that option na nagba-back row si Luna.
Right now, they can't be shy about trying plays because they are playing catch-up. And so far, the Solar Spikers have been able to defend them in the last two sets. Esguerra with a serve, 16-20. There's a nice block by Hart against Clemente. Back row to Tushova. And Tushova now with 39.
No one there for the Chameleons to get that check block. You know, it was pretty high and nobody reacted with that check ball and block.
Is there a little bit of fatigue already setting in, especially for the Chameleons, Phil? You think?
Sorry?
Fatigue could be a factor already? Not yet.
Not
Okay.
yet. Parang okay pa naman sila.
There's, well,
because Megan Hart still
there's
scoring for
Yep.
her team.
There's proof right there, Megan Hart. But they can't seem to get over this 4-point hump.
Team captain John Maragino serving for Nxled.
Short pass, Tolenada back to Tushova. Nice dig coming from Maraguinot. Permentilla blocked.
Great blocking. Again from our disruptor, Des Clemente. Finally checking Permentilla because she's been scoring well for her team right now. Oh, that's actually Iris.
She was fired up.
Come
Tolenada,
on.
4 points. And it's back again to a 5-point cushion for the Solar Spikers. Permentilla will hang time, back-to-back monster blocks for Iris Tolenada.
Finally, Iris Tolenada getting the spikes of Permentilla.
Another look. Back-to-back defensive
Single
points.
one-on-one. Permentilla versus Tolenada. You can see her emotions there.
慢点 throw bang back OK 冷静冷静
Yes, coach. Yes,
OK
coach.
哎 serving is good. Serving is good. No error serve.
温饱再1分快1分
Defense, we're like kind of overreacting. Stay put and then react forward.
打好一个球打好一个球打好一个球 good ball good ball good ball 啊
Let's go, let's go.
Okay, we got this.
Chameleons! Nxled!
All right.
Yeah, right now Coach Chen just reminding the girls to focus and, you know, be present in the game.
No more timeouts remaining for the Chameleons. And they are down by 6.
23-17 is the score in favor of Capital 1.
Mayluna popped up by Leila Cruz to Shoba. And Pineda right there for defense. Fermentilla again, blocked by Tolenada, but there's coverage. Luna backs up for the hit. Pati Orendin digs it up. Clemente is turned away.
You know, Eric, kung napansin mo, kayo na pa nagsastruggle yung connection sa quick play ni Iris and Clemente. And Clemente also has to be effective in the middle para hindi lang panay si Marina Tushuba yung option ni Iris na umatake. Kasi kung hindi, yung dalawang block, doon na lang kay Marina.
5-point game. Tushuba. And that'll be point number 40
Wow.
for Marina Tushuba.
Nasa fourth set pa lang tayo.
At set point advantage.
If I'm Tolenada, as you see Orendin set up Tushuba, they've got to go exclusively to Tushuba in the
Yes.
fifth set just to allow her to break the record.
I know. Siguro mga 60% na siya attack efficiency.
Clemente.
Grabe. Ang sarap panoorin. Or ang sarap nakakampi si Marina Tushuba. Yung alam mo pupuntos ang pupuntos for you. Tushuba, again.
There's Joe Maraginot. Saves a set point.
Finally. Actually, nasa stop naman ng mga Nxled Chameleons yung attack si Tushuba. It's just the transition. Kailangan nila makapuntos like that, si Joe Maraginot. That's her 17th point.
Serving for Nxled, guest player, Megan Hart.
19 serving 24, 5-point game. And that'll do it. Iris Tolenada puts it away and ties the game at 2 set apiece.
Capital 1 takes set.
We have, you know, Mandy Romero there celebrating. And it was an actually risky decision for Iris to suddenly drop it.
Yeah. But it paid off.
Yeah.
6th point for Tolenada. And that is her biggest scoring output so far in the conference. And we go to a 5th and final set after the break.
Nxled Chameleons and the Capital1 Solar Spikers. The fourth set was won by the Solar Spikers, and what a game for the Capital1, extending it to the fifth and deciding set. And so far, they've been gaining the confidence and for the set 4 highlights, it was actually just Marina Tushova. Right now, she's 40 points in this game. Although Nxled Chameleons was performing well, was able to just tap or get the attacks of Marina Tushova. She was unstoppable. And this set, the final set, will be the deciding. Whoever wins this game will, of course, work their way up in the rankings. And you can see, of course, the blockings of back-to-back blockings of Iris Toledano, and just mapa-front row, mapa-back row, Marina Tushova was there for her team. And now you can see the stats. Lamang na lamang talaga ang Capital Solar Spikers with their attacks and even the blocks and aces. Although it was a cleaner set for the Nxled Chameleons, less errors, it was just dominating for the Capital1 Solar Spikers in that 4th set. Yeah.
Now it's anybody's game, as both teams will start with equal footing, or on equal footing. Here in the 5th and final set, in the race to 15, as they always say, Tushova. The Tushova watch, she now has 40, and 5 points away from tying her conference high and conference record.
And also Marginot with 17 points, working and contributing for her teammates.
And that is also her conference high.
First and second set went to the Nxled Chameleons. Third and fourth set for the Capital1 Solar Spikers.
And
so
very convincingly as well.
Dominating. And, you know, lamang sila lagi compared to their first and second set na naghahabol sila lagi.
Jaja Maraginot, she's probably thinking up ways for Megan Hart to get involved. Genesis, she's got a lot of attackers, in fact. I mean, Esguerra in the middle, Maraginot, Genesis, and Permentilla.
Yeah, Genesis, Maraginot, and Permentilla is inside the court. So there's no Luna or Ebon. All the main attackers right now, which the 3 actually are scoring well for their team. So pinasok na sila for this deciding set.
Meanwhile, for Coach Gorayab, still the same starting lineup that includes Pati Orindin. Tip. Cruz picks it up. Tushova. That's 41.
Of course, you go to your reinforcement with the highest percentage in attack. And you want to gain that first point kasi pang confident booster ganyan na kayo yung nauna makapuntos in this 5th set.
Genesis bad pass. Here comes Joe Maraginot. Bounces it off the block, and this is gone.
Maraginot off the block.
Nice tip up for Tushova. I can see she was kind of frustrated that nobody reacted to her tip. Actually, mataas yung bola.
1-all.
Team captain
5th set.
Maraginot serving for Nxled.
Expect Tushova. No, Clemente gets a touch, and Clemente delivers.
Finally, a clean shot for Clemente. You know, she's been struggling, I think, in this game in terms of attack. Pero nakabawi na rin siya in this crucial 5th set for her.
6th point for Des Clemente. Pati Orindin. Serving 2-1. Genesis, much better pass. They go to Megan Hart. Oh, popped up by Doromal. Great defense. Tushova. Joe Maraginot flying in. Pati Orindin. Tushova gets a touch. And that'll be 42.
Wow, 42 points. She's just unstoppable. Although, nakita mo naman, nabablock touch ng Chameleons, na-defend. It's just their transition, yung kailangan nilang i-work on and adjust na kapag nasa kanila yung bola, kailangan nilang maka-atake and maka-point.
For the serve.
Grabe si Tushova. This is historic. Record-breaking ba ulit?
Looks like it. There's a nice dig again coming from Doromal. Free ball for the Chameleons. Hart with a push. Tushova will get another touch. Pineda picks it up. Joe Maraginot bounces it off the block. And that's going to be 19 for Joe Maraginot.
Very smart to, you know, touch, check ball that. Spike. 3-2. Dikitan.
Joe Maraginot and the Chameleons keeping it close. Almost an ace. Tushova with a hit. Ati Orindain wasn't ready, so a chance ball here for the Chameleons. Megan Hart. Orindain. Tushova. Got it. Tushova with 43.
Going through the hands of Permentilla. Actually, si Permentilla ngayon ginawang opposite hitter here ng Nxled Chameleons. Just to block the Tushova, but it wasn't enough. 43 points.
2 points away from tying the conference record. 3 points from setting a new one.
Feel ko mga 48 siya.
Could be. I agree with your guess. Genesis could be Genesis first with a nice point.
Everything working for the Solar Spikers. You know, their attacks and their blocks are there. Solid block against Genesis there by Ipak.
Powerful hit from Genesis, but better defense at the net by the Solar Spikers. Lead is 5-2.
Down the line
for Permentilla.
Nice hit from Permentilla. Ano, kahit anong pwesto, outside hitter or opposite hitter, kaya niya makapuntos.
Permentilla with 15 matches her highest output so far in this conference. She scored 15 against the high-speed hitters.
Megan Hart serving.
The serve is going to be outside for Megan Hart. Now Tushova rotates in front. Going to be big problems as you look at the attack efficiency of the Russian.
Yeah, 49% attack efficiency. Almost half pa rin.
Yeah.
Solar Spikers.
Genesis. Tushova. That is 44.
Wow, one hand set for Iris Tornelada, just putting it up for Tushova, and sabi niya, ikaw na bahala. And just single block. Why would you leave Tushova with a single block?
And a timeout here for the Chameleons. Tushova with 44 points now.
good ball. OK， 一传这个电到位，不能是一半儿。good ball。OK， receive good ball。你看电到位。
Let's go.
Chameleons down by 4 after losing sets 3 and 4. But Jo Maraginot already setting a new conference high. Permentilla matching her conference high. Everybody playing so well.
Actually, the output of the attackers or spikers of Chameleons is pretty good.
But they just can't match the firepower of Marina Tushova, who now has 44 points, 1 point away from her personal best and conference
45?
record. Could be
The
45
block?
if
Was that her
they
block?
give her. No, it's not. It's not. No, it's on her.
Okay.
So it's 45.
Yeah.
She matches her personal best and conference record.
Here you go. Yes, that was her block. 45th
So that's it.
point.
She matches the conference record and her personal best as we send it courtside to Lexi Rodriguez.
Well, Eric and Phil, we all saw this coming. We've got Marina just, a few inches and finally beating her own personal record. But another thing in common that these two teams have, especially when it comes to 5-setter games, is that both of these teams focus on motivational huddles. For the Solar Spikers coach, Roger said, they emphasize the importance of consistency. He noted that the team managed to turn things around, especially with Marina producing so much points. He said they've shown that they can compete at a high level. Now it's about sustaining that intensity. Now, on the other side of the court, the Chameleons face their own challenges. As you mentioned, Phil, while they've managed to contain their opponent's offense effectively, their focus is actually on improving their transitional game. And as Coach Chen said, more than improving this part of their game, it's also crucial that they can believe in themselves because no one else will. Now, to see which team will rise to the challenge and secure the win, make sure to follow all the action live on the Pilipinas Live app. You can download and subscribe now for only 149 pesos a month. Now let's get back to this exciting match and see if Marina can score more. Eric and Phil?
All right, thank you, Lexi. Right now, she doesn't have to because the errors of the Chameleons are hurting them. But Mentilla will sit down after serving it outside. There's an ace for Toledana as the Solar Spikers now 7 points up.
Great service ace from Tolenada. You're just hitting the net. Suerte.
Yeah.
Akala ko nga mag-not over but you know, enough power to go over the net.
Serving Tolenada.
Only 5 points away from the win in a 5-setter. The Solar Spikers. The big question, I think that's on everyone's mind, is will there be enough points for Tushova? Or opportunities for Tushova to break the record? There's a block, but it goes outside, so a point for the Chameleons.
Yes, great point for Genesis there. Right now, you have two spikers from Chameleons versus a full front line from the Solar Capital.
Shova.
Challenge.
There's a challenge, floor touch challenge by Coach Gorayev. If this is successful, that's a new record for Tushova. That's going to be 46.
But I think it didn't touch the floor. Did you see it?
Can't tell.
I'm not
It was just too
actually.
fast.
Yeah.
I was too excited
Ako
for
din.
Tushova, so I wasn't able to check if it landed on the mat.
But it was actually Coach Roger who called for the floor touch.
Yeah. It was close.
Pero parang floor touch nga. Baka lang, re-replay ng brain ko kung floor touch.
And again, if it's a floor touch, then it's going to be 46 for Tushova, a new conference record and a new personal best for her.
Grabe, sana gawin niya ng 50.
That record's going to stay for a while if she sets that. All right, here's the result.
No, it
Nope.
wasn't. Yeah.
No floor touch.
Good. No. It was
So
good.
they're going to replay the point here.
There is no floor
I
touch.
think
No. Yeah, they're going to give the point to the
floor,
Chameleons.
yeah,
because
kasi pinos ng ano,
the
ng
Coach Roger.
Solar
Right.
Spikers yung game.
Point will be rewarded to next.
So this is anticlimactic. The 46 point still hangs in the balance
Kaya
for
niya pa yan.
Tushova.
Kaya niya pa yan.
Service.
5-point game. Running attack for Ipak is blocked.
Here we go.
Here's Tushova. There it is, 46.
You see Mandy Romero there?
11.
I think those high sets just works for the Shova also. So much options for her.
New personal best and new conference record. Marina Tushova with 46 points. Make that 47 off a service ace. She continues to break the records. Marina Tushova.
Nxled Chameleons.
47 points. Timeout for the Chameleons.
Defend the hair. Defend the hair. Defend the hair.
Support.
Sobrang layo pa niya na.
Passers, call in and out. Help the passer. Call in and out. Ball short. Let's go.
Okay, stay sure.
Hey, Chameleon!
You gotta love the motivational speech.
Yes.
Somebody saying malayo pa yan.
Oh, but
It's a 7-point deficit, and the Solar Spikers are 3 points away from a 5-set win.
Chameleons needs to stay strong daw, sabi. But
That's-
you know, 3 points na lang. And I think kaya pa nito Shova mag 3 more points. 47 na siya eh. So
She
gawin
can
yung
go 50.
last 3 sa kanya na.
Marina Tushova.
If I were Tolenada, that would be the plan. There's a nice hit by Genesis. It's returned. Maraginot goes back to Trisha. Blocked again. And it's Ipak with a monster block.
Ipak having a great game. That's her, I think, 7th point, if that was her block. Yes, clear block for her. Pretty good for a middle blocker right now in this game. Also making points for her teammates. Wow.
No, that was Esguerra with a nice hit. Good save, but it goes outside.
Good save though. Did you see the agility of Tushova there? Nakaluhod na siya, tumayo siya, na-save niya pa yung bola.
That's some serious leg power for Marina Tushova.
Trisha Genesis serving.
Pati Orenden. Good effort to save it. Orenden with a dig. Tushova. 48! 48 points for the Russian, Marina Tushova.
Wow. Yun naman sabi ko, baka 48 points. Was wishing lang for 50 points. Right now, wala na ako masasabi kay Marina Tushova. Match point.
Yep. 8 match points for Tushova and the Solar Spikers. Esguerra. Gonna give it to Tushova. 49? 49 points, Marina Tushova!
Wow!
What a game! What a performance! What an offensive juggernaut for the Solar Spikers.
Congratulations!
Great win for the Capital1 Spikers. Come from behind, you know? That was just...
This Panalo play of the game is brought to you by Yakult. Yakult every day, okay. Tushova, rightfully so, with the winning point, her 49th point of the match. And that is, again, a new personal best, a new conference record set by the 25-year-old Russian, Marina Tushova. So twice already in the conference, she scored 40 or more. As we see the confirmation of the 5-set win, a reverse sweep as they call it, by the Solar Spikers.
Gusto ko lang malakpak para kay Marina. Like, that's why the fans adore her, the coaches, the players, you know, adores her because she can make those points for her team and really reinforce Capital1 Solar Spikers.
What a terrific performance. She is the only player in double digits for the Solar Spikers, but her output is more than enough for the team to secure a 5-set win against the Nxled Chameleons. And what a dominant finish as well in the 5th set, Phil.
Actually, you know, slow start lang talaga si Capital1 Solar Spikers, but when they decided to just give everything to Tushova, that changed for them.
And let's go to Lexi Rodriguez, who will speak to the record-setting Marina Tushova.
You're just about right, Eric. I am with our player of the game, none other than Marina Tushova from the Capital1 Solar Spikers. A capital win, a capital 49 points off of 46 attacks, a block and 2 aces. Marina, congratulations. I know you're on a high, everyone's on a high right now. Were you aware that you were finally breaking another record when you hit that 46 and now you're at 49? Were you aware? What was going on your mind when you were playing on court?
What's going on in my mind? Just one goal. We have to win, and that's it. All what I want is more victories for my team. That's it. I don't care about my numbers. Thank you. And Ate Patti did a lot of job today. She helped me a lot. And happy birthday!
Now, Marina, we did have a talk earlier. You did tell me that a lot of this, it's all about reaching that goal, and that is to win more victories for the team. But for you, what else can we expect? Can we expect more record-breaking performances from you? What else can we expect from Marina Tushova for the rest of the PVL conference?
More aces. Yes, but I want more aces and more blocks, so I cannot find my serve here for really, but yeah, attacks is here.
I'm sure you're happy. Is there anyone that you'd like to greet, your friends or your family?
Yeah, thank you to my family, thank you to my friends everywhere, all over the world, not just in Russia. Oi, not just in Russia, everywhere. I have friends, and congratulations my team, and thank you supporters. Thank you to coming here and support us. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Ate Pate!
Congratulations, Marina, and to the rest of the Capital1 Solar Spikers. I'm sure you're happy you can go on and celebrate now. Eric and Phil, let's wrap this up.
All right, thank you, Lexi. I believe Tshova was trying to greet Patrick in
birthday.
Turned 29 last July 13th, so that was a month ago. Take a look at the schedule tomorrow, second day of round number 2 of the preliminaries. Flying Titans against the crossovers starting at 1. Angels take on the Cool Smashers at 3, and then Thunderbells against the High Speed Hitters at 5 p.m. That's going to be beg your pardon, on Tuesday, Phil Sports Arena, Pasig City. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. This Tshova performance is just one of a kind, right? 49 points for Marina Tshova gives the Capital1 Solar Spikers their 3rd straight win in the reinforced conference. Thanks to our director, Al Neri, for Lexi Rodriguez, Phil Nxled Caetano. I'm Eric Pan. Thanks for watching our coverage of the reinforced conference of the PVL right here on Pilipinas Live.